Hi again, everyone. Welcome to the bottom of YouTube. It's me in the metal shop. Got the diesel heater running, and it's awesome still, I might add. Anyway, I have a project today. Maybe I should get a little bit more light in here. I have it cozy now, so let's turn the light on here. Okay, that's better. I have a project today, kind of a simple project that I want to do. I have this elliptical machine. I got it for free, believe it or not, off of Craigslist many years ago, and I really enjoy it. I probably don't use it as much as I should, but lately, you know, it's winter time. And when you do use it, you want to be comfortable. So Candy watches a lot of cooking shows, and it gives her enjoyment. And we have one TV in the house, and I have this one out here in the metal shop. And so from time to time, I'll come out and watch a program that I want to watch. And instead of sitting around on a chair to watch it, I'll jump up on this elliptical and watch the show. But there are other times that I want to listen to music or something, and this is what I've been using in the past. I got this on a Black Friday sale, I don't know, a couple years ago also. And it's okay, it has great sound and everything, but the battery's dead after half an hour or something like that. The battery doesn't last, so I have it plugged into the wall, and it's kind of limited use. I don't dislike it. It just doesn't seem practical for my purposes. So I was going to fabricate something to put on the front of my machine that I could just reach up and you know, kind of mess with. And that isn't the one. You know, a machine that I like want to mess with, for example, let me show you. This is what I'm talking about, and this is, look at how small this is. This thing was $99 on Amazon. It was a gift from my daughter. Well, I got the gift card, and this is what I got. And Candy and I can both use it. Anyway, this thing, I just fell in love with it after the first 20 minutes of use. It's Bluetooth speaker. It takes 20-volt batteries or 12-volt batteries, but you can also plug it into DC outlet, which is plugged in right now. It's a Bluetooth. It's just a Bluetooth speaker. And the sound on it is just amazing. I like it because you can take your iPhone and your iPhone sticks right up in there. And you can just, you know, fast forward through your soundtracks and your volume and everything right there at arm's reach. And it's just Bluetooth to your phone. And your phone, it's a lot harder when you're on this thing to push around with those buttons. It just is, trust me. But this, if I have a stable stand for it, I can just reach over and change things around and, you know, this song sucks, I want to get the next one type of thing. So you just push the button, boom, you're there. So I want to fabricate, because I like this so much, and the fact that it holds your iPhone, you know, so easily on here. Look at that. You know, I want to fabricate something to where I can operate it from my elliptical. And also, you know, if you like pair your iPhone to your television set, this would be a good place to set it, you know, for AirPlay. And you can adjust the volume and things like that for your television set also if you have AirPlay going on. So I'm actually this little thing, I really like it a lot. And I'll kind of demonstrate a little bit. But first of all, I want to make a little fabricated stand to where it'll, I don't know, I'll kind of make it up as I go along, but I want it to fit right on the front of this Life Fitness elliptical machine. That's my plan. That's what I want to do today. So I'm going to go into town, and I don't even know if it's open or not. I hope it's open. If not, I'll just use scraps, but I want to go into town and see if I can pick up some angle iron, cheap angle iron for this project. Hopefully they'll have some drops. If not, I'll just pay full price for a piece. Well, that stinks. Came all the way into town to pick up some steel. It's closed. I don't know. I just assumed that most everything was open on Christmas Eve, so I thought everything would be open on New Year's Eve too. Not so. So I'll just have to use I'll go back and I'll try to fabricate something with the metal that I do have. That guy's got it going on. It's a seriously decorated house. Okay, I'm back. It was 41 degrees when I left. Diesel heater's going good. And the temperature now says, yeah, you probably can't see it from here, but it says 62. So we have a 22 or so degree hike just since that's gone. It's in less than 2 hours. So you guys got to get one of these for your shop. Just got to. Guess I should have plowed snow over here too. Not exactly what I was looking for, but I think this will work. Let this get heated up a little bit here. I think I'm going to cut these square, since it's going to have a base anyway. And instead of a 45-degree angle, and just go like that. I want to be able to put at least a battery this size. In this case, it's a 5-amp battery. All right, we'll make it 11 inches. 11, nice round numbers, 11 by 8. Just basically going to make a square. Then I'm going to put my diamond plate down on top of it. So this should fit snug right down in there. With a little room to spare. And that is perfect. The last time I did this, all the batteries in my welding helmet went dead. So I had to put new batteries in all of them. Okay, I turned the heater off like they told me to. Now, in theory, this is plugged in. But what it's supposed to do is if I unplug it, It should keep running uninterrupted. Let's see. See that? I unplugged the Duracell and it did not skip a beat. It's still running, still putting out heat. That's the beauty of this Duracell power station. That's what it's made to do. If you have an outage, boom, it just, as long as you have it turned on, it shouldn't blink. So as I'm putting high voltage surges through the system, I probably could have left it plugged in, but I wanted to test it, to be honest with you. So yeah, it did not miss a beat. Turn this on low. Alright, we got that welded up. Perfectly square. So I want to put the base on it. Sure, fits in there. Yep. So heavy duty, baby. I guess I could. You know what, this is pretty thick stuff. Maybe I'll go try to find some expanded steel. I'm glad I left that open. I gotta take this over by the house. I'm gonna use that to cut wood with. It's got a vise on it, and it pulled the logs that I need to cut down with my chainsaw anyway. Where was I? Looking for some expanded metal, like like this, like that. Got a smaller piece, yeah. This would be a lot better. Genius! I'm just glad I had some. I've been using a die grinder to take down some of these welds a little bit because I want to put these small pieces of steel in here flush that I cut for a little added support on the sides. That's probably where I'm gonna, well, that's the plan anyway, to brace it up where I need to brace it up. So last lifetime. Boy, it was nice to get that heater back on. I got the diesel heater warming up again. But like I showed you, all I did, camera battery died, so I just basically fabricated the legs. I'll show you how I did that real quick. And this is a dry fit, and let me show you. Sometimes ciphering just works out, other times not so much, but it's really snug. Let me show you. In fact, it ain't going anywhere. Sometimes your ciphering just works out. The only thing I need to do, apparently, because, yeah, it worked out really good. Let me show you. I put this angle iron on both sides like this. It's snug as it can ever be. I put another piece of larger angle iron underneath. See that going across the top there? And the only thing I need to do now is slap a coat of paint on it, and it's permanent mount. It looks like it came with the machine, honestly. I mean, after I slap a coat of paint on it, that is. I'll get it off of here and show you. I drilled these holes in the side here just to add some extra stability with this bungee cord. Comes right off. See that? And here's what it looks like. You saw me weld this part of it here, and all I finished doing was welding this angle iron as a custom fit to the top of the elliptical, and I ended up welding this bigger piece of angle iron on the bottom because I'm able to pull it forward, and this kind of stops against the back of it because the back of the life cycle, the elliptical, is curved. Let me show you. You see how it's rounded and curved like that? So if I hadn't put that big piece of angle iron to stop it, because back here it's curved, but it's not as curved. So it's a little flatter back here. And with those 4 pieces of angle iron, I'm able to just pull it back. And then I got this bungee cord here that just fits it into place perfectly. And yeah, it just came out so nice. I really like it. And if it was a summer day out, which is not, but if it was, I would probably, you know, these welds look pretty good actually. Yeah, especially after they get a coat of paint on them. Looks better than anything you'd buy in China, this I can tell you. Brand new. So yeah, they look pretty good. I'll just probably just paint over them. I was gonna say that I would normally kind of grind them down professionally, but that doesn't look so bad now that I look at it. It actually looks pretty good. So I drilled holes using my magnetic press in the sides here of the legs, and yeah, so let's just get it painted. For the smaller projects like that, I just love to use my Vulcan. This is a Harbor Freight welder. It's an Omni Pro 220 multi-purpose welder. I'm talking loud because diesel heater's going full blast, and it just performs flawlessly. I love the smaller gun in comparison to let me show you. Here's a torch for my Harbor Freight Vulcan Omni Pro 220. And here's the torch for my Millermatic 255. You see, it's just quite a bit of difference. So it's nice to have the option if you can, because this gets down in those little places that you just can't get down into with this. Well, this gets down easier. And even though it's a Harbor Freight welder, it's professional enough, I think, to use commercially. I know it's built for hobbyists like me, but yeah, it's a great little welder. Watching paint dry. In the winter's worse than the summer. And while I'm waiting for the paint to dry, I thought I'd just let you guys know the whole project I did with this Vulcan Omni Pro 220, and I cut everything with this Milwaukee bandsaw. But I could have just as easily done it with this Harbor Freight Bear bandsaw, B-A-U-E-R. And you can pick one of those up at Harbor Freight like I did with that one. I picked that one up on sale for 89 bucks, and I've used the piss out of it. So it's one of those sales you just can't pass up. They use the same blades as the Milwaukee and the bigger DeWalts. So yeah, you can make the whole project with just those two things. You don't have to have fancy chop saws and metal band cutting saws and all that stuff. But I'm just watching the tube, waiting to put another coat, waiting to turn to put another coat of paint on. I got all the heaters going in here now. I got the electric ones, the natural gas, and the diesel heater going. Got in front of the diesel heater now. I should have did that before. It would have probably saved me an hour. But yeah, we'll get her hooked up here in a minute. Now anybody that doesn't, you know, any kind of exercise like a treadmill or elliptical, you know, them type of cardio machines, you gotta have some kind of entertainment. You know, even if you're out on the street running and things like that, especially if you're like a senior citizen like myself, it's mandatory. You have to have some sort of entertainment. So I listen to podcasts for entertainment, and hence that's what that'll come in handy for. I listen to people like Mike Adams, the health ranger. He's a pretty entertaining guy. And Thomas DeLAUER, I don't even know if that's how you pronounce his name, but he's a YouTube guy. I'll AirPlay from my elliptical to my television, and I'll watch him, because if you listen to those two guys while you're on that machine or treadmill or any machine, it can be inspiring. So I'm sure they'll be really happy that I went through all the trouble just to listen to them. Actually, I don't think they give a crap. But I'm good with that too. Yeah, she's pretty dry. Dry enough. And she'll finish drying on the elliptical, so let's hook it up. This will be the last time it's mounted, because this is where it's going to stay. Now, I don't know why I care about things like this, because for what it is, it don't have to be perfectly level. It don't have to be perfectly anything. But I have this kind of, I'm not a perfectionist. What's the word for it? It's like I got the time. So I like, if I can, to make things how they should be in their level. So let's see. Now it's usable. All right, let's put the and now it matches. All right, let's AirPlay Thomas on YouTube. Yeah? Good. Take it off mute, I guess.
5, finding what you can eat for $25
then all I do is I
per
put this
week on
up here.
keto at Welding. I've been given a very difficult challenge.
He's kind of a health guy, right? Look at me.
For $25 per
I'm
week
inspired.
on keto at Walmart. It's not going to be easy. I went to Walmart first. All right, I found the first thing that you may want to lead into. Check this out. Okay, these Jenny O turkey burgers.
See how well that works?
$5. Okay, for
That's an example of airplay.
pound burgers.
All right. See, you can control. Before I show you the music part, you can control this, the TV with this DeWALT. See that?
It's not like there's just a handbook that gives you a very simple way to know what to do. So in this video, I'm giving you a complete guide to starting to
You can fast forward or go to different episodes. I think that's pretty neat.
It's not like there's just a handbook that gives you a very simple.
And now let's say you want to hear music. Okay, this is already paired, as you know, and you want to listen to music, so you say, "Hey, Siri. Hey Siri, play John Denver."
John Denver now playing on Apple Music.
And you can turn it up. While you're going, I need more inspiration. You turn it up, you turn it up, you turn it down. And now you want to go to the next song, you just push the next button. And it goes to the next one. You push the next button, it goes to the next one. This is great. I think that's the greatest thing. And the sound is awesome. The sound is just spectacular. And then you can listen to your favorite podcaster, whoever that may be. I listen to Mike Adams, the Health Ranger, and a couple others.
Welcome to the situation update for Friday,
set your
December
phone there.
31st, 2021. Yes, folks.
And then you can just listen to your favorite whoever. That's just,
and I'm not
this
gonna
is
let
phenomenal.
This be forgotten. We're
You
going to revisit.
You can
And we're,
pause it, continue. Now before, when I did this, I would have my phone down here. I have to pick it up. I have to do all this. And a lot of times I'd accidentally get out of the podcast or the website, or I delete something, I'd screw something up. Now I don't have to do any of that. I could just leave it here and just press the buttons. So I'm real happy with the way it turned out. I like it. I like it a lot. I didn't even learn how to weld till I was almost 64 years old. I'm just getting ready to turn 65, so it's not that hard to do. Well, it is if you don't want to. But little projects like this, I really enjoy. I enjoy it a lot because that's not something that you could buy on Amazon. That's not something you could go to Home Depot pick up. That's not something I don't even think you could get on the Life Fitness website and find. But with just a very little imagination and a little bit of time on your hands, like in the middle of winter when it's 28 below zero, and you're looking for stuff to do, which I always have stuff to do, but a lot of people just they don't have a lot to do. This is something that gives me pleasure. I hope it gives you all some kind of ideas. Doesn't necessarily have to be for this, but yeah, you know, with the times that are changing in the country right now, and you know, probably best to learn how to do a little bit of anything, everything, anyway. At least a little bit. Have a little bit of knowledge about everything. It didn't take you a very long way. So God bless you guys. Take care. I'll see you on the next one.